what's up, my peoples? MGO here, the freaking geek himself, and it's time to just transform Dreamstar Toys Scorch Flight. So without further ado, let's just transform it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this whole cockpit section here, just bring it up and bring it back. These little panels right here, just untab them. Bring this section back. You want to bring this section out like so. And just kind of leave all this hanging out like that for now. And now you're going to unpeg this chest section here. It pegs in right up top right here. So just kind of give it a tug. This isn't the easiest thing to get undone, but do your best. There we go. Undo that. You want to open up this panel here and then just kind of feed his head through it. And bring all this up and then close it behind his head. You have this little bit right here. You can just fold that down and get that out of the way. And now for the arms, you want to raise this little panel here. You want to take this whole assembly and drop all of this down. Take the hand, swing it in. You want to make sure that the thumb is off to the side like that. So just swing the hand in and then close this back up. Once you've done that, this will collapse up. And make sure that you kind of untab this and get this out of the way so you can see what you're doing. But there are tabs and slots here, so just make sure everything is lined up. And don't do that. Make sure everything is lined up and sitting flush just like that. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Open that up, flip that down, flip the hand in, close that up, compress all of this in, hopefully not fling them across the room while you're doing that. Just get all this lined up and tabbed in like that. And now we're going to take these shoulder pieces and we're going to slide them out. Slide that out. And now we want to take these chest panels here. I kind of pull them forward because they are tabbed into this back panel here. So untab them and then shift them upward. Shift them up and in like so. And actually, before we continue this, there are little posts in here that we have to flip down on either side of his waist here. Flip those down and bring those up. And the arms will tab in two places. There's a post here and a post right there. And they'll go into two ports right here on the inside of the arm. So if you have everything lined up just right, I tend to line up the bottom post first. So that tends to make the top post locate itself. Okay, there we go. That takes a bit of doing sometimes, a little bit of fiddling. There you go. That's how you want all of that looking right there. So now you want to make sure that this little panel here behind his head is all closed up. Make sure it's sitting flush. Make sure it's sitting down and back like so. You want to take the nose cone section. You want to make sure this section is sitting flush with the windshield like that. And you want to bring this up and over his head like so, and then you're going to take these panels, they're on double hinge, just take them and shift them down, and they will tab in to either side. Bring that down, and tab that in, just push that down, then take these shoulder sections and slide them in. And once that's done, you want to take this panel here, just bring it down, and it will go over this tab right here. Bring that down, and tab that in to lock all that in place. So, now to transform the legs, you want to take the little knee pad here and slide that up so it disengages it from that. And then just push that all the way down. You want to take the wing and untab it. Kind of untab all this. And you want to open up this panel right here. I guess you can undo this first. There we go. Take that, bring that up, and you can untab that panel. Makes life a little bit easier. You want to take the foot here and you want to untab it, bring it back, close this section up. And now you want to take the foot, you want to rotate it, and then swing it all the way in, like that. You have this panel here, you want to push in all the way, and now you're going to take the foot and feed it right through here. And this part can be a little bit of a pain in the butt. There we go, that's actually the least it's fought me. There you go, thank you for cooperating. But you want it sitting in there like that. Once you've done that, you can take the leg and collapse it up, close up this panel. You want to leave that up and unfold this. And now for the wings, just tab this section in, this entire assembly you want to rotate around and then bring it up so all those tabs and slots line up. And then just line up all this, unfold that, and there you have the wing all done, and there you have that side all done. And now for the other side, untab the wing, get that all out of the way. Now this side is a little bit different. We do want to take this section here and bring that up. On this side we have the combined mode hand. So first thing we want to do is we want to deal with the foot first. So we can collapse this, untab all that, bring that off to the side, rotate that foot down and bring that over. Just leave that there for now. Now we want to swing out the hand here. We want to open up the fingers like so. And then we want to rotate the entire hand so it's sitting sideways. It's on a slider here. Now we want to slide this all the way over so it's sitting right there. Now that we've done that, now we can take the foot and we can feed it through. Come on. Again, this part is a pain in the butt. I wish I gave you just a little bit more clearance here. There we go. And once you've done that, you just want to take the hand and you just want to bring it down so it's sitting like that. Once you've done that, now we can take the leg and collapse it up, flip that section down, and now we can get the wings in place. So again, just tab that section in, just unfold all this, rotate, and then bring it up. Get all that lined up. Get this section of the wing lined up as well, and straighten that out. And now it's time to connect the two halves together. Be mindful there is a big clip right here that's going to go into this poster on the other side, so make sure that that is lined up. Make sure everything snaps together. Make sure all that comes together. Make sure this comes together. And there you have that section all done. So now for this section we have a lot of unfolding to do, so untab this section, bring it back, untab this section, bring that back, and untab this section, last section here, and bring that back. So just line all of that up and drop all of that down so it tabs in. Then you're going to take this rear section here and just tab it all together. It'll cover up the hand. Just tab that all together like so. Then you're going to take these tail fins here, just bring them up, and they will just tab into place. There you go. Just line them up and then just slide them in. Then you're going to take this tail fin here, rotate it, bring it up, and untab this section, open it up, and then just slide it down to tab it into place. And there you have the rear section all done. So what we're going to do here now is we're going to take these missiles here, rotate them around so they're facing forward. I'm going to bring this down. This section right here is going to untab and shift back on a double hinge. It'll go over this little tab right here. Kind of line that up and pop that into place. And it helps if we bring the landing gear up, because now we need to open up this section here, little panel here, flip that open. So bring that back, and we basically kind of have to line up a couple things at the same time here. So line up this tab and slot right there, and that will help locate all this for you. Once you've done that, then you can close this up. This panel will go over this little tab right here, so just kind of bend it and just feed it in, and it will just drop into place like that. Once you have done that, now you can take all of this. All this will compress in and will sit over, actually has to sit over all this. So compress that in, there's a little notch that will fit into, and drop this in. There's also a little tab, if you can see, a little tab that goes into this notch right here. You have to get lined up, and sometimes it's just a case of kind of just working that hinge, and it'll just kind of drop itself in place like that. Once you've done that, you just unfold this, and then slide together, get that into place, and there you have that side all done. So now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Just take these missiles, rotate them, and just take this entire assembly, untab it, and just bring it back, open this up, flip out this panel here, and then again lift this landing gear out of the way because it'll just help you see what you're doing. So bring all this back, line it up, and pop that in. Once you've done that, close this up. I'll just drop right into place. Then take all this, make sure it's actually sitting over this little hook tab here. I always make that mistake. There we go. Not a hard mistake to fix. So just compress all that in until this tab goes into that little notch right there. And again, you have this little tab that's going to go into a notch right there in that hinge. So again, just kind of line it up. It's not the easiest thing to get into place, but there we go. Once you do, it just kind of drops right in. Then untap that, straighten it out, and then slide it together like so. And the last thing you're doing is just flipping out this landing gear here, and there you go. There you have Scorch Flight in his alt mode. So now to get him to combine mode, we have to first slip in that landing gear. We're going to start undoing the front section of the wings here. So undo that, flip that forward, and just start untabbing all this stuff here. Undo all this, undo all that, and bring that up and tab that right back in, right up here, like so. Just leave that hanging there for now. Second verse is like the first. So again, just undo that, collapse that, open this up. Come on. Open that up, unclip all this, and bring that forward, tab that in. We can then fold that in, close that up, fold that in, and close that up, and we'll just leave that like that for now. We can close these landing gear up. We then want to undo these tail fins here, just pull them out, get them out of the way, and open all this up, and we basically need to just collapse all this back up. Collapse, undo, collapse, undo, and just collapse it up to here for now, just to get all that out of the way. So now what we're going to do is undo this panel here, bring it up, and just tab it right back where it was before, right there. We're going to take these pieces here, slide them out. We need to untab the arms, or unpeg them rather. Get them up and out of the way, so we can now take this entire assembly here and shift all of this down so it's sitting like that. We have little posts on either side here, which we need to flip out. You may need a tool for that. There we go, we got that side out. Bring that post out. So now what we need to do is we need to get this cockpit out of the way. So just untab that and just kind of bring all of this back for now, because now we need to kind of get the arms out of the way here, because we need to get the combiner peg out, and they do give you a tool to help you. So take the flat side, just get in there and just push it down. You can get maybe like 3 clicks, and probably 2. Then you just kind of use the hook side and just kind of get in there. Just kind of grab hold, and you can pull it out the rest of the way like that. So get that out, and once you've done that, now you can take all this and put it back where it was. Now the arms are going to go onto these posts. So just line all that up, plug that in. You can take the cockpit and get it back over his head, and get that all closed back up like that, and then close these side sections back up. Everything will come undone, because of course. There we go. There we go. Get that down, and there you go. That's how you want that looking. So now we're going to take this whole accordion section here, and there is another hinge in here that we want to engage, and this will make all this shift up even further, can see how it kind of sits over the cockpit there, and it does tab into place. So now what we want to do, we want to take all this little tab slot connection right here for this part of the wing, and then we just take this up and fold it up so it's looking like that, and then bring this over, and this little fin here will go into this slot right there. Just bring that down and tab that in, and it'll sit just like that. Second verse, just like the first. Just bring that up, get that all tabbed in, get that all lined up, drop that down, and that will sit there like so. Now as far as the this fin goes, pop it up and collapse it. It does tab into itself like so. Then just flatten it out. The instructions want you to leave it like that, but I rotate it down just because it makes things look a little neater there. And there you have that section all done. So now we need to split this entire leg section here. Just kind of get it started. Again, you can use this tool they provide you. Kind of get in there and split everything open. Again, we have a clip in here we have to undo, and this is not the easiest thing to get unclipped. We'll try. We'll try. Did we get it? Nope. There we go. We got it. We got it. All right. So get that opened up, and now we can start working on the legs here. So what we need to do here is just bring this down, rotate it back around, and basically just wrap all this around the leg, wrap all this around like so. All of this will tab in, flip that in, tab that in. So it is sitting like that. You then want to take this, bring the foot out, bring that up. You want to flatten this out. All of this will come up and over. You want to take the toe, bring it up, and rotate it in like so. And all of that will sit right there. Now, you want to open this panel back up, and you want to extend the leg just so you can get in here and take this little panel and flip that back down. Once you've done that, you can close that right back up, close that back up, and there you have that side all done. And now for this side, you just take the wing, bring it down, rotate it, then just wrap it around the back, fold all this up, just accordion all this. There are tabs and slots for everything. Just line that up. This should, make sure that this tabs in right there. Sometimes it can come loose on you. There we go. So got that sitting there. And at this point, you do kind of want to just get the hand, rotate it up, get it out of your way. You could bring the foot out. Again, this is not the easiest thing to do. They didn't give you enough clearance. There we go. Pop that out. Bring that foot out and open this up. Bring that back, tab it in, take the toe and rotate it in like so. You now want to take the hand and just slide it towards center like so. Bring that down. You want to then rotate just that section around. So the thumb and the fingers are all on the same side. Collapse that back up. And now it is just a case of tabbing everything back together. Again, be mindful of this big clip right here. It should go in right there. Make sure all that is located. Snap that all together. Get it all lined up. There we go. Snap that all together like so. Get that all together. There's a little hook tab right there, which sometimes I don't bother with, sometimes I do. But there you go. Get that all together. You can take these and just kind of angle them in like that. And your elbow's going to be right there. You can rotate it and then just rotate the whole hand so everything's oriented properly. And there you go. There you have Scorch Flight in combined mode. Alright, so now getting back into robot mode, just straighten this out. Get that all oriented like that, and we need to split all this down the middle. Again, we can use this tool they provide us. Help us get things started here. Make sure this little hook tab gets unhooked. like so. Get in there. Just try to help us get everything unclipped here. Again, we have to undo this big clip here, which can be, there we go. It's actually getting a little bit easier every time I do it, which is nice. So, now we can get the legs all transformed up. So now, bring this panel up, extend the leg. We can then fold this up. We're going to flip this in. We got a post port right here, little tab, little notch right there. Just line all that up, drop that in. I'll lock all that in place. We can close that panel up. We then want to take this little knee piece here, bring it up. It will go over this little T-tab here. Now this, honestly, is not the easiest thing to do because it wants to move around on you. Just try to get into place and like bend the knee as you're doing it, and that should help it drop down like that. There we go. That should get it sitting like that. Then you just want to take the foot, untab it, swing it around, and tab it in right there. Then you want to take this wing assembly and untab it, just a section, swing it around, and this tab will go into this slot right there. And there you have that leg all done. And now for the side with the hand, we can extend the leg, fold that up. We want to take the hand and we want to rotate the entire hand 180 like so. We want to take the thumb and fold it in. There's actually a little tab for the thumb right there. And then we just want to take this top section of the hand, rotate that in, bring this up. Now we want to rotate the entire hand like so. So the thumb is facing out. Fold the fingers up, kind of curl them in, and then the hand will just drop in right there like so. And then we can close this up using that post and port connection right there. Take the foot, swing it around and under, tab that in, take this little portion of the wing, swing it around, and tab it in right there. Take the little knee piece, bring it up, and just kind of push it down, get that into place right there, bring it down, and there you have the legs all done. So now we're going to take the combiner peg and just flip that back in. We want to take this backpack section here, we want to untab it from here and shift it back down. And again, we want to straighten out this hinge here. Bring that down, get these out of the way so that can just tab in right there behind the cockpit like that. We can then take these shoulder pieces here and slide them out. Take all this, bring that up. We can untab all this and just swing all of that back. We can take these little posts here, flip them in, take these sections here, just kind of swing them out. Now we can collapse all of this right back up. And there. So it's sitting like that. Okay, so now we're going to take these sections here, these chest sections, and shift them down on that double hinge and bring them in. You can see there's a little notch right back here that little tab will sit in just to locate them. You can then open up this chest piece here, get his head out through it, and bring that down. And there are posts on either side here, which are going to go into these two ports on either side. So get everything lined up and just drop that down, peg it into place, and close the chest up. So now you want to take this nose cone assembly here and bring that back. You want to bring this down, take these side panels here, and bring them down and out on that double hinge, then collapse all of this in on this hinge here, like that. There's tab select connection right here for these side pieces. So you can just line these up and tab these in on either side. Again, some things take a little bit of doing to get lined up. Come on. There we go. There we go. Just like that. And then you just take this and collapse it all down against his back. Like so. And there you have his backpack all done. Alright, so now for the arms, just extend. Open up this panel here, flip out the hand. Take this and just bring it up. Tuck that in right there. Close that panel up. Take these missiles and just rotate them around like so. Bring that down. Push that shoulder piece back in. And there you have the arm all done. Second verse, just like the first. Extend the arm. Open the panel. Flip out the hand. Take all this. Bring it up and in. Close that up. Rotate the missiles around. Take the shoulder piece, slide that in, and there you go. There you have Scorch Flight back in robots mode.